All right, here's why everyone should aim to reach their genetic potential. All right, your ceiling. Um, so let me tell you, I had skinny legs, very skinny legs. I had skinny legs. I still, to this day, have gynecomastia, right? AKA bitch tits, right? It's very subtle, but I'm aware of it. I'm conscious of it. It is sometimes something that lingers in the back of my mind. Um, I was a chronic mouth breather. I even have a picture that I remember vividly when I was in ninth grade. I suffer from allergies, so severe allergies, eyes puffy, red, and swollen, and I could not breathe out of my nose. And in the picture, I have my mouth open, quite literally a mouth breather, right, portrait style. Um, the other thing is I have I don't want to say I had eczema, all right, because one of the things about having a quote unquote autoimmune disease is that it doesn't exist if you don't recognize it, right? So for me, I just started ignoring it, and then it just kind of went away because I was like, I'm not gonna give it the attention or the energy at all. So that was another thing I suffered with, right? Another one was gut issues. So yeah, I had a lot of gut issues, a lot of gassiness. So I've tweaked my diet. I've narrowed it down to whole foods, very simple things. That has helped tremendously. The other thing is I used to have a very weak immune system. So all the while everyone was happy, healthy, thriving in their younger years, high school, college, I would get sick like once a month. And eventually it got to the point where I had to get my tonsils removed. So I had a very weak immune system growing up. It could also just be poor nutrition, poor diet. I wasn't fed the right foods probably as a child, but I had a very weak immune system. It's definitely gotten better, right? But all these things where are part of my genetics, right? These are the things that I have to wrestle with, and so I took it upon myself. I saw it as a challenge to really try to reach my genetic potential. Okay, and there's a very simple solution to this, right? It's to work out, right? It's to physically engage in something arduous. Okay, and then you naturally will clean up your diet as a result if you want to get the results that you desire. So clean up the diet. Um, that is super important, super important, right? But the main one, sorry, my nose is a little itchy. The main one is to be physically um, in strenuous circumstances as often as possible. Um, I took it upon myself to really make that a point, to really reach uh, my potential and to actualize my potential. And that is the goal. This whole looks maxing and whatnot, uh, you know, all these maxing out sort of things that are happening online. I get it, I understand it, but the main thing they're all trying to do is reach their genetic potential, right? The other thing is too is you have to want to radically shift your perception of yourself, okay? And training every day, even if it's minimal, will get you to that point. Because I think we all have a baseline. We all start somewhere. But if you really want to see how far you can push yourself, this is the arena, right? Which is in the physical realm. Everything that comes with it will come with it, right? The psychological benefits, the mental benefits, the spiritual benefits, even um, all the things that come with it as a result are kind of the byproduct, right, of pushing yourself to those limits, right? And it's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Anybody who's began training or thinking about training, you're gonna see it. Your body aches. You wake up tired. You don't always want to do it, but that is where the magic happens, right? In those moments of doubt, like right now, I'm gonna go and get a workout in. I absolutely do not want to, but I'm gonna have to go after it, right? The choice isn't there, right? It's at this point, it's like I have to do it. I don't give myself the luxury of deciding, do I feel like it? I absolutely do not. I'm shot, but I'm gonna do it, and that's part of wanting to reach that genetic potential. So if that's something that you want to do, I highly encourage it because where I was to where I am, yes, it takes time. Yes, there's a lot of energy that goes into it. But it absolutely is very rewarding, and no one can give that to you. That is something that you need to put the work in to be able to see. And so this is for anybody that has any doubts about that. You could absolutely try to reach your genetic potential. As a matter of fact, every man should. It is a rite of passage, and it's one that I am heavily a big proponent of. Right? Is that you want to get to the point where you've maxed out all of your efforts into this endeavor, right? The single endeavor, which is to reach your genetic potential. Again, I can't emphasize it enough. There is nothing else worthy that a man should do, if not that, right? If not that. See you in the next one.